All right. To start off, I'd like for you all to rank your anxiety about this essay on this source-based essay on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being no anxiety, 10 being the worst anxiety I've ever felt in my life. You can either hold up your fingers on your video or you can drop your number in the chat. 5, 10. Oh no, 8. Okay, so I'm seeing some numbers that are on the high end. Um, I'm hoping that this session will help clear up some confusion that you guys have about this and help you feel more prepared to tackle this essay. Oh, first college essay, understandably scared. If you just follow the instructions, you will do very well. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and just give you guys some information about the assignment. Okay, so this essay is the source-based essay, and these links are not working, but I posted the corrected links and announcements on Blackboard. These key terms are going to guide your discussion throughout this essay and throughout the course of our semester, so it's really important that you familiarize yourself with these terms. And also there's an example of a successful source-based essay. Oh, some people are trying to get in. There's an example of a successful source-based essay that I've also posted under announcements. If you have any issues finding that, let me know and I'd be happy to email that to you as well. What I'm really looking for here in this assignment are a couple of things. I'm looking to see that you have grasped these rhetorical terms and you're comfortable using them. You're comfortable using them in the context of your own writing. I also am looking to see that you have some familiarity with the CCNY databases, although you can complete this assignment without the CCNY databases, but it's going to be much easier, and I'm going to show you where you can go to get 3 of your 4 sources. Let's see, I am also going to be looking to see that you're backing up your claims with evidence from the text. So this essay is going to involve 4 sources. The 4 different types of sources. You need to have 1 of each. Those sources are a newspaper article, magazine article, and a scholarly article, and then a website. And that website also includes social media posts. So it could be a tweet, it could be a TikTok, it could be a meme. That one is entirely up to you, and I encourage you to choose a piece of content that you are passionate about. And as long as it's all 4 sources need to fall under the same topic. For each article you choose, you'll provide a emphasis on brief. You only need to spend a couple of sentences summarizing your article. I want you to spend most of your discussion on analysis. You're going to describe the author. So anything you know about the author. Is the author a writer? Is the author a scholar? If you're looking at a tweet, what does the person's bio say? Who you perceive the audience to be. So if you're making a claim I want you to be as specific as possible about who you want the audience to be, and then who you perceive the audience to be, and then to back up that claim with evidence from the text. So like, for example, if you're saying the audience is everyone, I want you to back that up with things like, this piece of content is available to everyone who has access to the internet. There's no language in this piece that would alienate anyone. And this is written in everyday, easy to understand English. If you're saying the audience is other scholars, you want to cite instances in which the author uses information that you'd only know if you were also a scholar about the subject. Same goes for tone and purpose. If you're saying the tone is humorous, I want you to provide examples of instances in which the author uses a humorous tone. Purpose, remember, a piece of rhetoric is pragmatic. When we write, we have a purpose. What does this piece of content want to accomplish? What action does this piece of content want the audience to take? And then genre and medium and stance. So for each of your 4 articles, you're going to be covering all of these pieces, and you're also going to be providing evidence from the text to support these. And if you thoroughly cover all of these pieces, you will have no issue meeting that minimum 6-page page count. Let's see. And here are a couple words about formatting. So you're not making an all-encompassing argument. This essay is just exploratory about the information available about your topic. So it's a study on the research available. Then this is how I imagine you formatting it. If you prefer to format it with different subheadings for each of the articles, like if you want to say, this is my scholarly article, this is my social media post, this is my magazine, this is my newspaper, that's fine with me. It doesn't necessarily have to be formatted like a conventional essay. Just note that any formatting tricks that you do are not going to count towards your page count. So you do still need to be meeting that 1,500 to 1,750 words. You're going to have in your paper a general introduction that just tells your reader what the subject is and any information that the reader is going to need to have an understanding of the analysis that you're about to do. I imagine that'll probably be about a page. And then you're going to have the rhetorical analysis of the 4 sources in which you're going to cover what we just talked about: author, audience, tone, purpose, genre, medium, and stance. I imagine each of these to be of a page to a page and a half. And I want you to be covering all of your sources pretty evenly. So I don't want you to spend 3 pages talking about one source and then 1 page talking about the other 3 sources. I want you to be giving them equal weight. And then you're going to offer some synthesis, your thoughts about the relationship between the rhetorical elements of your sources. So if you are analyzing sources about Black Lives Matter, what is the difference between a tweet about Black Lives Matter versus a scholarly article about Black Lives Matter? They could have the same overall argument, but the way in which they're going to make that argument is very different. And I want you to talk about that in your synthesis portion. Your synthesis, I imagine, will probably be about a page. And then the length, 6 to 7 pages, including citations. You can format your citations in MLA, APA, or Chicago, whatever style you're most comfortable with. I just asked that you are consistent in your formatting. Your submission is going to be through Blackboard. Here's a little checklist that you should ask yourself before you submit your paper. And this is how I'm going to be evaluating your essays. Claim evidence structure, by that I mean, are you supplying evidence from the text to back up your claims about the rhetorical situation? Inclusion of all the rhetorical concepts, you just need to hit all of those pieces that I discussed when we were talking about the rhetorical situation. And your analysis of the 4 sources, remember this is centered around analysis, not summary. So if you spend too much space summarizing your sources, you're going to lose points on this analysis of 4 sources. And then synthesis, that's the last portion of your essay in which you bring together your thoughts about your 4 sources. Mechanics and grammar is only 5%. So I wouldn't recommend that you spend the bulk of your time editing for mechanics and grammar because it doesn't count for that much of your grade. Okay, any questions so far?
I actually have 2 questions, if that's okay.
Sure. Absolutely.
So the first one, do we have to have a specific thesis, or can we like in the introduction just say, just mention the topic, or do we have to specifically state?
You don't have to have a thesis for this. This is not really a conventional essay. So you don't have to have a thesis because you're not really making an argument. You're just going to say, here are 4 sources and I'm going to analyze them. So in your introduction, you're just giving an overview of your topic, and then you're going to use some sort of transitional phrase and say, like, Now I'm going to move into analysis of this source. So
And then,
no real
I'm
themes.
sorry. So we don't like state our point of the topic.
No, you're not making an argument.
Okay.
You're just talking. You're talking about the research that you found.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Other questions? You can put your question in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, well, I'm going to move into showing y'all opposing viewpoints and conduct. Teslina asks, where can we see the example? The example, you can find it under announcements. If you scroll back a little bit, there's a link to the example. There is one example, but if you really would like to see another one, you can email me and I can send it to you.
Can I say something?
Sure.
So I tried to get into to see the examples, but it's not letting me in. Also, sometimes my Blackboard doesn't let me in when I try to submit my work. And so if it's okay, can I submit my work by email sometimes? But you said it, we can't. So
I don't allow submissions via email. If you are running into issues with Blackboard, let me know and I can accept your paper late. But I do need your final submission to be through Blackboard.
Okay, so for example, yesterday we had to turn our topic reflection and I couldn't submit it on time and I have it. So I thought I will email it to you, but then I saw the thing, then I didn't email it at all. So like, I will just talk to her.
No, you can just submit it via Blackboard and then write me an email and tell me that you did submit it via Blackboard so I don't count it late.
So, okay, I will do it by today then. So it's not,
yeah, perfect. That's fine.
Okay. Also, I have a question if you don't mind. Okay,
Sure.
so for topic reflection, I choose a topic, and also we have to choose for research thing. So I did that first about different topic. Then when I did the topic reflection, I did other topics. So is it have to be same topic, or I can choose two different topics? Because I was confused, like I thought we have to choose two different topics for it.
No, it's all one topic. But if you did end up submitting the topic reflection about a topic that you ended up choosing not to do, that's fine. Your topic reflection, it doesn't bind you to one topic.
No, I did the four research thing before the topic reflection. Then I'm like, okay, so I did that first. I found the research first. Then I did my topic reflection with other topic. So I was so confused. I'm sorry.
I will give you credit for doing both of those pieces of the assignment, but you are only supposed to do one topic.
Oh, so I can still change my topic reflection because I didn't submit it yet. So okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. There's a question in the chat for the article. For the article links, are we only limited to the links you provide us, or can we explore a variety of links? You're not limited to just the resources I provided you. I'm going to show you opposing viewpoints and contexts, and you can use that to find the majority of your sources. But if you're familiar with other ways to find scholarly articles, or other ways to find magazine or newspaper articles, websites, it's entirely up to you. Other questions?
Hello.
Hi.
Just to clarify, each source has to be like different ones. So it has to be like a scholarly one, a newspaper one, and a magazine one. It can't be like just one news article and like, I don't know, say like 3 scholarly articles.
No, it has to be one of each. So you have to have one newspaper, one magazine, one scholarly, and then one website or social media post.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys my preferred database for research. And you can use this database to find almost all of the types of sources that you need. So this database is called Opposing Viewpoints in Context, and I posted a link to it on Blackboard. I'm not sure if that link works or not, so I'm going to show you guys how to navigate to it. You're going to go to the CCNY library homepage, hover on or click on research, go to databases, click on O, then scroll down to Opposing Viewpoints in Context. Click on it. And this is what the front page looks like. Looks like some Tiger King stuff. Okay, can somebody throw out their topic so I can give it a search and show you guys how this works?
Abortion.
Abortion, okay. You're gonna find a lot of stuff about abortion. So if you are doing specifically late term or parental consent, it's another topic. So you click on abortion, search, and then you're going to be brought to the main page for that topic. This information here on the front page is sort of like an encyclopedia entry. Oh, I clicked on it to show more. So you can use that to get general information and background on your topic, but information found in that in this portion doesn't count towards your sources. Okay, and then you're going to scroll down. You can see that your sources are sorted by different types. So you have academic journal articles, you have news articles, and you have magazine articles. So you have all those different types of sources in one place. So you would only need to look outside of this database for the website or social media posts if you like. So I encourage you guys to make use of this database. It's very useful the way that they make it very clear what sources, what different types of source. And they also have a citation generator that I encourage you to use. Why did it zoom in? Where's the citation generator? I know where they have one. You can email sources to yourself. Sorry, I'm blanking on where that citation generator is, but I know there is one, and you guys don't need to be like writing out the citations on your own. You can use a citation generator. Okay, questions? All right, so your links to sources are due, let's see, your links to sources are due tomorrow night. And if you do end up changing your sources between tomorrow night and when you submit your essay, that's totally fine. This list that you submit tomorrow isn't a binding list, and you're more than welcome to change as you learn more and research more. Your first draft is going to be due Thursday, September 24th, and then we're going to have peer review. And then your final draft is going to be due on Thursday, October 1st. So the question that came up in my previous class was if I was going to look over your drafts. I will be happy to look over your drafts if you email me the draft and then set up a Zoom meeting with me so we can talk over your draft. It takes me much less time to talk over a draft than to write out feedback on a draft. That's unfortunately, I have too many students and it's too time intensive for me to give feedback on everyone's draft. So if you would like feedback, just email me your draft, let me know when you can meet for a Zoom, and we can make it happen. Okay, if we make a mistake on a discussion post, can we repost or reply to it? Let me know if you make a mistake on a discussion post and I can remove I can remove the discussion post and you can submit it again. But unfortunately, the Blackboard doesn't allow for you to make multiple submissions.
Um, I'm sorry, Professor Katie.
Yes.
Yeah, so I already did the discussion post for the research link. I
Mhm.
think I didn't do correctly right now because after you explained me now, I feel like I didn't do correctly. So is there a
Okay.
or anyway I can redo it again, like post it
Yeah.
again and
Send
say
me an
this is my
email.
new.
Send me an
Okay.
email. Remind me to remove your discussion post, and I'll take it down, and then you can put up a new one.
Okay.
Okay. Amimal asks, where do you submit the articles? There's a place on the discussion. There's a thread on the discussion board for submitting your articles. Other questions?
For the draft, is it going to be counted as a completion or are you going to grade it? It's just graded for completion?
I'm just grading it for completion. So as long as you meet the word count, you are going to get full credit on your draft.
Okay, thank you.
Last call for questions. Okay, I'd like for everybody to once again rank their anxiety on a scale of 1 to 10 about this assignment. Put it in the chat. Okay, so we're looking a little bit lower. If you have individual questions or concerns, you're always welcome to email me and I'd be happy to help you out or set up a one-on-one meeting to go over those questions with you. And I really look forward to reading all of your work. I hope that you all have a wonderful day and I will see you at 2 in Professor Charlton's class.